You guys won on Friday. I went to the game on Friday, and Willie scored, and he seems to score every game for you now.
Yes. It's been great, obviously, with everything he's gone through and the first start of the year, and then for him to come back and fit in like he has and even add a little bit more offense than he showed us in the playoffs, which we were hoping for some of that again this year, certainly when we signed him in the off season. But man, he's been playing really well and able to convert on some chances, and it's really helped our team.
How's he adapted his game since he's been back?
I think for one, I think that all his time away, he was here when he wasn't in meetings to try to get his hearing moved up and try to get the suspension shortened. And he was practicing with us, and he was working at his game before and after. And I think that, we brought in our skills coach, who will be in again this week with us, but for extra time with Tom. And I think he really, really worked at his overall play with the puck. So I think he's been able to feel really confident about some of those things. When he has the puck, he's always been a guy that makes good decisions with it, but mostly they're putting it behind the defense and then forechecking and creating separation that way. And now he's been able to carry the puck in the zone and with possession, make some more entry plays and playing with Backstrom and Ovechkin primarily has been a really good fit for him. But in terms of changing his game, I think he's taken himself out of situations that he allows to be out of his control, are some of the phrases we've used. Not quite probably as physical, but also not leaving anything to chance anymore, that someone else gets to make a decision on his fate. He has in his own hands has been something that's worked for the first few games having him back.
And Coach Reirden, I knew that, and you talked about this with us a couple of weeks ago, that he would be impactful on the penalty kill. And I think you guys have been great with Willie on the penalty kill. I think you've actually been stopping like 88 or 89% of the penalty kills.
They had 4
since
on
he's been
Friday,
back.
I think. Yeah.
But I didn't know that he was a power play player. Like with Oshie out, you guys have him on that first power play unit.
Yeah, yes, for sure. And so it's something we've talked about over the years, Blaine Forsythe, myself, about putting him into that spot. And it's tough when you have a TJ Oshie standing there, who's one of the best in the world at it. So, it doesn't come along very often where we can use that, or we had, in the past, whether it was Justin Williams or, even Brett Connolly's slid in there really nicely at different times. And we knew we were going to have to use different guys. So we were like, let's give this a shot just because it helps the rest of the when you come out of the power play. So that's worked out great for us. He's been able to recover a lot of pucks. I think that's one of the underestimated values and important elements of a good power play, is not just having, obviously we have a great shot on with number 8 over in his area and the things that Backstrom and Kuznetsov can do. But it's once you have gotten in the zone and you do shoot the puck and then recovering it, or if you do have an entry, you recover the puck. And I think that TJ Oshie is phenomenal at that. We actually keep stats. It's something started a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago when I arrived here, was keeping stats on the recoveries on the power play. And without TJ, we don't recover pucks as well. So we thought the next best guy to do that for us would be Tom. So it was a little bit that way. And then obviously the right-hand shot works perfect in that little diamond area, as we call it. And it's been fun to watch and fun to see him add something different to his game.
Besides Tom's return, what else has been key in this 6-game winning streak?
Yeah, it's been the team effort. It really has, and it started in Minnesota on the road. I didn't like our game going on against Arizona before we went on the road trip. I think we had a good team discussion on how we could get better, and well, we went into that game against Minnesota. I thought was one of our better ones, and then Winnipeg is, we're getting ready for a back-to-back. We think we have everything perfectly in line, to set us up for success. We're playing Holtby in that game, and then we find out that morning that he's not going to be playing in that game. And then you know, at the end of the game, we have a really good chance 6-on-5, and we lose Oshie. So, like, things change quickly there. You know, we played really well. And then from that point on, we've just had everyone who stepped in has done the job. Copley played very well on the road trip. You know, you got different guys adding, and that's what you need. I stressed that from the beginning of the year, is that you're going to get opportunities. We have a very competitive lineup, but when you get opportunities, you need to take advantage of them, because you don't know when they'll come again. And I think that's something we've really grasped here with the injuries, is guys stepping up in different spots and taking advantage of it and getting scoring from different people. And like I said, some big games by Copley, and then I thought Braden Holtby's been really good as well.